Leave their country. Go back to your country. Stop complaining. Stop saying that we helped South Africa during apartheid. No.
Welcome back, guys. So I was surfing online and I came across this video. And you know what? Anytime I see videos like this, it really makes me feel, some type of way. It really makes me, it really calms me down and all that. It's because you hardly come across such videos. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about this guy spilling nothing but the truth. I'm talking about this guy telling Nigerians exactly what they are supposed to hear. And what makes me so happy is the fact that he's a Nigerian. He's not any other nationality, but a Nigerian speaking truth to power, speaking truth to his people. So I always feel so happy when I see them, some of them accepting the fact that yes, they have a problem. So at least they can manage to find ways and means to solve them. But what gets me so pissed is when I see some of them coming online, making it seem as if there is something wrong with everybody except them. Because they just don't want to accept the fact that they have a problem. And other nationalities have experienced and seen them for who they are. And whenever these people, these other nationalities comes out and talks about it, they make it seem like they are just being targeted. They make it seem like they are just being witch hunted. They make it seem like we are just making up things or miseducating the public or trying to instigate, tensions between them and other countries and all that. It takes a truthful person to accept the fact that he or she has a problem and needs to be solved. So if you don't accept the fact, if you don't accept the truth, this is what is going to keep happening. The whole world is going to keep rejecting you. Why? Because you are failing to acknowledge the fact that you have a problem and needs to be worked on. So I really give a very big thumbs up to this guy who said the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and was man enough to stand his ground for the truth. So let's just go listen to him and we'll be back. And there are a whole lot of instances he gave in the video that were so on point. So let's just go watch the video. But at this point, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, like. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So let's get into the video and we'll be back.
1983, 84, 82, we asked Ghana to leave. Now South Africa is asking us to leave. Very simple. Nigerians complaining about South Africans. They say we should leave their country. They say we are here to take their job. And these people, they don't even love themselves. I keep saying this. You will see an Hausa man. He don't love Igbo man. He don't want to see Igbo man striving in their northern region. The same thing Igbo man don't want to see Hausa man in their eastern region. Yoruba man don't want to see Igbo man in their western region. These are Nigeria. You don't even love yourself, but you are complaining that other African countries ask you to leave their country. If South Africa said, leave my country, fine. You go back to your country, go and contribute your quota. Go and preach about unity, about love, about prosperity in your country. Leave your country for them. Enough is enough. We are saying that during apartheid, Nigeria hates South Africa. We contribute money. We make riot. We make sure they get their freedom. Now they don't want us to be in their country. But don't forget, in 1982, 83, 84, we equally asked Ghana to leave our country. The popular phrase Ghana must go came from when Nigeria were asking Ghana to leave. The bags they used to pack their belongings. South Africa said, go. If you cannot take the heat, stop complaining. Now you are complaining that they don't want us. And you are preaching about destruction in your country. You are preaching about segregation, preaching about division in your country. No love. They say you should leave. They are not complaining. Even though the white people take them as slaves in their own country, they are not complaining. They say they don't want their fellow Africans. They are very happy to be slaves in their own country. All fine and good. If you cannot take the heat, go back to your own country. It's very
Very
simple.
simple.
Even me, I'm not
Very
in
simple.
Nigeria. I know what I'm passing through every blessed day. I'm bearing it. The ones I cannot handle, I will keep quiet. Because I really understand this is not my country. Yes. If you cannot take the heat, you leave the kitchen. Go back home. Go back to your country. You don't value your country. You don't value your people. The other day, Amaka, Nigerian lady in Canada, she was calling for the killing of our fellow Nigerians.
The Amaka this guy is talking about, I hope you guys remember the lady she's talking about. Is this one Nigerian girl or Nigerian woman who lives, I think, in Canada? Yeah, this lady lives in Canada, and it was, I think, a conversation online. It was more of, I think, a TikTok group conversation or something. And this lady stated in the video or in the interview, wasn't even an interview, it was more like a discussion going on. And this lady, apparently, it's like this lady is an Igbo, is it Yoruba or Igbo? I think one of them. And this lady was threatening that she is going to make sure she kills every single Yoruba person, you know, she comes across, and that she's going to put poisons in their food to make sure he wipes every single Yoruba person out. I think I did a video on that. If you go search through my previous videos, you're gonna come across that if you haven't seen that video yet. So that's what he's talking about. So let's get back to
But
the
you
video.
people are complaining that other people want you to leave their country. This lady, our job in Canada, she's cleaning white people bonbon, as in packing the shit of white people in Canada. But she's calling for the killing of her fellow Nigerians. And you guys are complaining other people say, leave my country. Leave their country. Go to your own country. Go and preach about love. Preach about unity. You are calling your country zoo. And you are complaining other people say, leave my country. We don't like your bad conduct here. Go back home now. It's very simple. Go back home. Since they say, leave my country. I know some people don't understand this video now. They will turn everything around. I know what I'm saying. If they say, leave my country, and if you cannot ignore what they are saying and concentrate, really leave their country. Because you are not preaching love. You don't even love your fellow Nigeria. South Africans, they are on TikTok, busy talking down on Nigeria, that they want Nigeria to leave their country. But Nigeria are on TikTok thinking of how to themselves, how to put themselves. You see the difference. Leave their country. Go back to your country. Stop complaining. Stop saying that we helped South Africa during apartheid. No. Because if you really go to South Africa, we need to call a spade a spade. Go and see the crime rate there. Go and see some of the things our brothers, our sisters engage themselves in. Go back to your own country. Go and develop your country. If you are calling your country zoo, people ask you to leave their country, now you are crying. I never see anything.
You see, one thing is, when you're talking about South Africa and the problems they have with Nigeria, see, the Nigerians just don't want to accept the fact that they are naturally bombarded, meaning they have a problem that they need to deal with, but they refuse to understand or accept that they truly have a problem. And that is what is causing all this. Because if you know the level of crime Nigerians are creating out there or committing out there in South Africa, you wouldn't be sitting in your comfort zone trashing down South Africa. Trust me. Even in Ghana, we know what we are, experiencing from them. And don't be surprised if sooner or later you start hearing Nigeria must go. Because trust me, it's not far-fetched. It's right around the corner. And you see, Nigerians are the only Africans. That is even an understatement. Nigerians are the only people you hear them calling their country zoo. If the country used to be heaven before, and now the country has deteriorated to this extent, who is to be blamed? Is it just the bare land Nigeria that has to be blamed, or the people living on that land that are to be blamed? Because mind you, it's the people that makes the country, not the country that makes the people. If you're going to have a peaceful country, it's all going to boil down to how the citizens behave in the country. If you want to have a safe country, it all the same boils down to the indigents of their country. So if you come to Ghana and you see, how peaceful Ghana is and all that, the first people you are supposed to commend is the Ghanaians living on their land. Why? Because they have made it that peaceful for you to come and enjoy. If they were at loggerheads with each other, killing themselves and all that, like what's going on in Nigeria, tribes against tribes, tribes threatening to poison other tribes, tribes seeing other tribes as foreigners in the same country, other tribes calling other tribes foreigners in the same country, how can there be peace on the land? Why wouldn't there be bloodshed? Why wouldn't there be so much desperation? Why wouldn't there be too much, competition? Why wouldn't there be too much greediness? Why wouldn't there be, all the atrocities going on? So if you happen to find yourself in South Africa and you kind of you kind of like the country for what it is, first of all, give credit to the South Africans because they made it what it is today that you are admiring. If you come to Ghana, and you think Ghana is more or less like heaven to you and all that, the first people you are supposed to give credit to are the Ghanaians. Why? Because they made it so for you to come and enjoy. I hope it's sinking in because this is nothing but the truth. And if you just don't want to accept the fact that you have a problem as Nigerians that needs to be solved, come on. In the days of the Ghana must go, Ghana was so bad. Yes, Ghana was bad economically. So Ghanaians moved to Nigeria. I mean, some Ghanaians relocated to Nigeria in search for greener pastures. And if you dig down into the history, you get to find out there are so many jobs Nigerians didn't want to partake in. They didn't want to do. And all these jobs were vacant. So Ghanaians did what? Filled in the space. And all of a sudden, it was like the Nigerian youth started complaining. There are no jobs for them. The foreigners have taken over their jobs, blah, 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 talking a whole lot of, Then the government was like, let's send Ghanaians packing, giving Ghanaians 2 weeks to leave the country. Else, any Ghanaian who happens to be caught on the land of Nigeria after the 2 weeks will severely be dealt with. Even after giving that 2 weeks, they still managed to, I don't want to go there, but they did what they did. And Ghanaians Ghanaians didn't fight back like what Nigerians are doing in South Africa, trying to fight South Africans because they are asking you out of their country. If they're asking you out of their country, just pack your bags and leave. Why? Because in the first place, you came from a country. So meaning you have another home. Go back to your home. And they say there's a saying that goes like, there is no place like home. So why don't you just relocate peacefully, relocate back to your home? But instead, you guys went out, picks up machetes, guns, sticks, whatever, ready to fight, like ready to fight South Africans for asking you guys to leave their country. Nonsense. These guys are asking you out of the country. Fine, you just pack your bags, leave the country. You can't use marriage as an excuse. You are the man. Take your woman to your country. If you have kids, at the end of the day, they are your kids. So what? They follow you back to your country. It's as simple as that. And that is what they refuse to understand. Why? Because they don't want to go back to Nigeria because of how they have made Nigeria today. Now, every single or 90% of Nigerians, or should I say, yeah, 90% of Nigerians in the diaspora are rejecting Nigeria. But these are the same people who has made the country, who has turned the country into what it is today. You don't want to go back because of insecurities. Who caused it? Is it not Nigerians? You don't want to go back to Nigeria because of what? You're scared you're going to be kidnapped. Who are those doing the kidnapping in Nigeria? Is it the Nigerians? Who are those shedding innocent blood on the land of Nigeria? Is it the Nigerians? Who are those doing the ritual murders? Is it the Nigerians? The drugs and all that in Nigeria. Who are those into them? Is it the Nigerians? So, after all these, and you still don't see anything wrong with you as a Nigerian, then you really have a problem. Very huge one. And I doubt, like, aside Nigerians, nobody can solve the problem of Nigeria. You have to solve your own problem. So stop the nuisance in other people's country, people who have worked so hard to get their country where it is today. Enjoy the fruit of their labor and just move peacefully to your country. You see, when you sent Ghanaians out, yes, Ghanaians peacefully left Nigeria without any fight. No questions, nothing. Ghanaians peacefully left, came back humbly, lived in the hardship. As low as we are, let me just accept, as low as we are, we took our time, making the country what we really want it to be and how we want the country to look and feel like, so we don't end up running to other countries like we did for you guys to send us back. So we sat down, accepted that there's a problem on the land. With the help of our leaders at that time, gradually started solving the problems. They didn't come for Nigeria to beg Nigerians to come and help us. We did it all by ourselves. And today, here we are. We managed to build a peaceful place we always wanted for ourselves. Only for you guys to now start trooping in with your wahala. And if we start chanting, Nigeria must go, the next thing you're going to hear from Nigerians is, Ghanaians are now xenophobic. And trust me, we don't care. So if South Africans are asking you out of their country, just like Ghanaians peacefully left your country for you, and you ended up destroying it by yourselves, who knows, even if Ghanaians were still there, at least with our peaceful nature, we would have or we could have saved the situation for you guys. But you chased us out. And now, left on your own, and guess what? You couldn't do nothing better with your country, but ended up destroying the country. And now, Nigerians are refusing to accept that they are Nigerians. Nigerians now rejecting their citizenship. Nigerians now giving up their passports. Nigerians now claiming other nationalities. Nigerians now like embarrassed to tell other people they are from Nigeria, and who is to be blamed? Please just listen to what this guy is saying and do the needful as a Nigerian. Pack your bags. South Africans don't want you. Fine, just pack your bags. Go back home. Go and do your homework and make it the better place you want it to be. So other countries wouldn't be talking down on you or trashing you just because you are Nigerian. So at this point, I would like to end here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Shout outs to every South African out there. Peace to my Nigerians. Until next time, stay safe. Subscribe, comment, put your comment down below. Let me know what you think and share this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.